Hi guys, hello. It's Monday lunchtime. Hi Karin.
Hi.
Hi, hello.
Normally, normally it would be our time for cycling on Monday.
Yes, you would kick all asses on the spinning bikes. And actually, I thought of it because, yes, we would maybe have the last 15 minutes now, yes, to chill down with you. And your music is incredible. And this sweat going down of everybody. And now we are sitting here in front of the computer and we are having an interview. So I want to welcome everybody to Magda Connect's interview with Karin Pauer. Karin is an amazing person. Many of the guys who will join us today know you, Karin, but for those who don't know you yet, I want to say that Karin Pauer is a businesswoman. She is personal fitness trainer. She's a nutritionist. She is a founder of You Fit fitness club. And guys, I just saw this UFit club. It's amazing. It's not only amazing because Karin is there and she is doing amazing fitness. It gives you beautiful comfort. You feel like you are home and still you are sweating in your out of your comfort zone, and you feel good. What else? Your personal goal, Karin, from this what I have read on your website, is to make people fit and self-confident. And you work with individuals, you work with the companies, and your goal is also to achieve the goals with sweat, with attention, but also with lots of fun. And
Yes.
I can confirm it because you are like that. I know you personally, and I want to thank you that you are joining us here today because you're amazing. And
Thank you
I
so
want
much.
to give people this feeling that, yeah, we can do it.
Yeah, yeah. That's very important for me. The combination of achieve a goal and have fun. The combination is so important for me. And when I'm thinking, why is it so important for me, or why can I talk about this topic? Because I do what I love, and there is a lot of discipline necessary. But if you love that, what you do, it comes with it. So people always ask me why you are so motivated all the time. You have so much power, so much energy, and I always have to say I love what I do. And there are a lot of days when I'm a little bit tired, but then I think, what is my passion? What I'm doing every day? And then I say, okay, I love what I do, and then the energy comes with me, and yeah, I try every day to do my best. And one thing is that we talked before, I learned to step out of my comfort zone every day. Um, I'm really learned to accept a challenge. And if you get the result, if you see the success, then yeah, you say you're on the right way. And this is the thing that I want to give my clients and want to inspire other people. They only have to try it. Do it, do it, do it.
Mhm.
So
So, and this is why you are so fit in your mind and you're so fit in your body. And all of this, what you are doing, and you're doing it regularly, it
yeah.
gives you this power. Actually, when I even think of your family name, Power, I think of power. And anytime I see you, you are like 180% power to me. Yes.
Yeah, and I'm thinking a lot about what is it. And one other thing is that that I can build a good connection between physical activity and mental fitness. When I work out, it's not, for me, it's not only do one exercise and then the next. There is always a connection on my mind. I have my own vision. And when I'm working out, for example, if I have my own goal to do 50 push ups and I reach that, then I say to myself, okay, then you are also able to achieve other goals. I can achieve my vision. I can realize my vision. And so it's for me so important to exercise, to work out, and it's always a connection on my mind. And um, when I'm talking to you, then I have pictures on the spinning classes all the time, and there is so good energy, and this is so important for me. It's not only cycling 50 minutes, there is more. And I want to help people to get that feeling. And sport is not only a competition. Sport doesn't only mean to burn calories. It's just more. It's a good, for me, it's a good source to refuel you, to get energy, and also to be in an other emotional state. For example, if I'm angry, I normally go out in the Prater running, and then okay, then I'm getting calm and relaxed again, and I can have more energy, and it's a good balance for me on my emotional state.
Mhm. And Karin, for those who are joining us from Asia, Americas, other European countries, and who don't know what Prater is, let us tell them that Prater is a park. It's a long trail to run of, I think, one.
All runners in Vienna know this place.
Yeah, or it's like
And
going highway, yeah.
yeah, yes, and for me, I like to do the running in the morning because it's silent there, and it's a good air, a good atmosphere. So this is for me so important, and it's a good area. It's very close to my studio and to my apartment. So for me, it's a good way to get energy, to refuel.
So, Karin, tell me, please, because I saw your article in the newspaper, and actually, this is not the first interview in the newspaper I saw of you. And this interview in the newspaper was about people who want to be fit for summer and after COVID. And this is also what I've heard and realized. Oh my God, people want to suddenly lose weight. They didn't do anything for 7 weeks long. Actually, no wonder you cannot run out of Prater during COVID. But, I thought maybe also people can do anything at home. And I'm asking myself, holy shit, why does it happen? There is all the time, even without COVID. Summer is coming. People are, oh, where's my bikini body? And why does it happen? Why do people end up in this summer hell disaster? Can you
Yeah.
explain it?
I don't like the term bikini body or something like that. It's not really. For me, it's important you be active all the time during the whole life, not only for summer. And it was very interesting now in the COVID crisis. A lot of people. There were two groups. One group who did a lot of sports, said, okay, now I have more time to work out. And then the second group, the other group, were very lazy. They said, oh my God, I don't have the gym. I don't have the possibilities to work out. And this was the second group that lost their fitness level, gained weight, and I only can say, if you really want to achieve something, then you always can find a way. For example, to work out, you can do a lot of exercises in your apartment, in your house, in your garden. So there are a lot of possibilities. You only have to use another way. And that's important for me to give the people the message. And so if you really want it, you can do it. And for me, it's so important not only to start losing weight or start with fitness only because of summer. Oh my God.
How
Just to make
scary,
it
actually.
just to make a good selfie for Facebook or Instagram. That's and this is something that I want to teach people, that fitness means more. Fitness means more than just having a bikini body. Fitness means to be fit in your mind, fit in your life. And there are some rules that I can tell you how people can manage that. The first thing is, how important is it for you to become fitter, to lose weight? And I always ask people on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 is the highest level, how important is it for you? And then the next question is, why? Why do you want to achieve that goal? And then I will talk to my clients, how can we reach that goal? What is necessary for you? And then a lot of people are only talking about excuses. And then I turn the way around, and then I will only talk about solutions. And do you know what the excuses are on the first or second?
No, no. Tell me, tell me.
First thing is, I don't have time.
Uh-huh.
I don't have time to work out.
So what do they do? I mean, work, first of all, yes, and then maybe
And they
family.
are busy, then they are busy with family, kids, work. And then I say, okay, 3 times per week, 3 times per week, 30
Yeah.
minutes, you will have time. 3 times per week, 30 minutes. It's just a question, how important is it for you? And then the next step is, if you start to take time for 30 minutes, and the most important question is what you can do in this 30 minutes, what kind of exercises you can do. So time, and then what you can do. And so this is my part where I can tell people what kind of exercises they can do. Should they do more cardio training or do some stretching exercises and so on. And the next thing, the next part, the nutrition. This is very often very complicated, because when I ask people why it is so difficult for you to eat healthier, then the first thing is they don't have time to cook.
Okay. So how do they get food? I mean, is it like they get ready food from the supermarket?
Normally, I can tell you how the normal nutrition is. They start with a breakfast. It's just the cornflakes, milk, yeah, or bread, cheese, or they don't eat nothing. And then they go to work, have at lunchtime and work, and then on the way home, a lot of people eat some sweets, or when they come home, they only eat fast food and not. They don't take time to cook, or if they cook, then afterwards they will eat a lot of sweets or drink alcohol. So this is just for a lot of people to it's a ritual to reduce the stress level.
Okay.
So
And actually, they forget, like you said in the beginning, when you are stressed and you go for a run in Prater, it removes the stress, high level of energy from your body. Yes. And I'm also asking myself, I feel actually very sad about this, what you say. Where is self love? Of course, we don't have to run like an Ironman during
no, no,
Prater.
no, no,
Or
no, no.
yeah,
Yeah. This
yeah.
is something that it's very important. A lot of people think when we are talking about working out, do sports, that they only think that they should do some competitions. No, just start moving. Move your body, walking, running, do some stretching exercises, weight training, and so on. It has nothing to do with Ironman or marathon. This is something basic.
Uh, actually, I'm thinking like you said in the morning you do your workouts or you
I
run.
prefer. I prefer.
Yeah. When is actually the best time to do sports
It's,
like core, stretch, or cardio? Is
yeah,
there any good
it's
time?
an interesting question, and it's a very individual question. Um, because when I'm talking to people, to my clients, for example, then I always say, "Oh, try to work out in the morning. Then you will have a lot of energy. It's the best breakfast for you."
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You feel it. You will have a lot of energy, and some people say, "Oh my God, you're crazy." I'm glad when I can get out of my bed and that I don't have energy in the morning. So for those people, it's better that they work out in the afternoon or in the evening. So it's a very individual thing when you start with your workout. But I personally prefer to do it in the morning. In the evening, when sometimes I'm teach spinning classes or other classes in the evening, it was nothing for me. This is then I don't have a good level of energy. So for me, it's better to do it in the morning during the day. Uh,
Mhm.
but what I can advise is that you do some stretching exercises in the morning. It's just 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah, I
So
agree.
yoga exercises, 10 minutes just to move your body. This is something that everybody can do.
Mhm. Sometimes I hear people running under my window, and it's like 10 o'clock in the evening. I'm asking myself, if I went for a run at 10 o'clock in the evening, I would
Uh,
have a sleepless night.
me too.
I don't.
Me too. Me too. Yeah.
But
So
maybe they can sleep, huh? We
yeah,
don't know.
but people are different. If some people have their energy level on a high level in the evening, and maybe they have a job where they will start at 9 or 10 o'clock. I start
Mhm.
to work sometimes, for example, tomorrow at 6 o'clock. So
Oh.
yeah, I have a lot of people who prefer to do the personal training in the morning,
Mhm.
and um,
Before work.
yeah,
Or
before.
you know what, when you travel, when you go for business to the US or Asia and you have jet lag, it's sometimes even good to go for a run,
Yeah,
like after you arrived, and then something happens with your body. Yes.
yeah,
And
it's the jet lag is yeah,
yeah.
phenomenon where you should listen to your body, and yeah, it takes some time to get a good rhythm there.
Mhm. What about cortisol, stress hormone in our
Uh-huh.
body? Because normally we know our belly is the place where cortisol hormone is like finding its comfortable seat. And then people ask themselves, why do I have this belly? And do you have any advice what to do with the cortisol level in our body?
Yeah. First thing is do regular sport. If you just walk 20 minutes after work, just start walking. Or a good thing is if people are on a high stress level, I always say, or I try to motivate them to learn to say no. A lot of people can't say no.
Okay. So
And
how do you motivate them? What do you do? How
if I'm talking to them and they are telling me some things that happened, and then I ask them, was it really necessary to go there or to invite all the people and do this or that?
yeah.
Try to say no. And another thing is, it's I think it's typical female that women try to be perfect in every area of living.
Yeah. True.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They want to be perfect, a perfect mother, a perfect wife, a perfect businesswoman, and so on, so on. And this is something you only can be perfect in some areas. And for other areas of living, maybe you should use some help or say, okay, it's accept some things. And if you always want to be perfect, it's such a stress for your body. And this is something I think it's typical for women.
Through all this multitasking and even I remember like running with the buggy,
Yeah.
going up the hill, like coming to
And then
spinning.
and then you also should have a bikini body.
Oh my God! I mean, I'm not looking for a bikini body.
And then don't do this, don't do that. So it is the list
Yeah,
is very high. So forget to be in every single area of your living perfect. Forget it.
true.
And another thing is, this is my way of acting with stress. I don't worry about things that I can't change. I accept them. And this is a good strategy for me. Do you have a good balance with stress? And another thing is that I try to work out and also to have a good focus on my nutrition. This is something that comes with a lot of people when they are when they have a high stress level, that they don't eat healthy, and this is very dangerous for the body.
Yeah, here I come with another question, like I'm jumping in between, because you know what, we see so many advertisements about different diets, about the different boosters, protein shakes. You really don't know anymore like what to take, what to drink, what supplement to buy.
Yeah,
And
it's very
I feel
confusing.
lost. Yeah, confusing. What is your advice here, like nutrition and good food?
Sometimes
I'm sure you.
it would be better to study that I have studied another topic, because it's true. If you flick through the magazines, on the one side they will tell you don't eat carbs, and then the next day you should eat carbs. The fat is so dangerous, and a new diet is on the way. So it's really confusing. And the thing is, or my opinion is, that I will try to educate people, to give them information. And for example, if people want to take supplements, if you read it on the newspaper, you should eat some vitamins, minerals, because it's good for your body. Then I advise people to do a blood test, because all those things we can measure. And if there is a lack of, for example, vitamins, then I can teach the people, I can give them information what kind of food they can eat to eat, then that they have more vitamins in their nutrition. And on the other thing is, on the other hand is, if their nutrition is on a good way, then we can talk about supplements. But first of all, it's a good way to do a blood test. We can measure all those things. And the very modern thing with the protein shakes, yeah, this is something a lot of young people do.
Okay.
Next to my area, next to my studio, there is a big fitness club, and the common people there are very young, and they want to build up muscles. And it's so funny, because when they leave the fitness club, do you know what they have in the hand?
The protein shake?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
And for some people, if you're a professional athlete, or if you don't have time to eat, then the protein shake can be a good thing. But if you have time to cook, or if you only do a workout 2 or 3 times per week, then we have a lot of protein source in our food. So it's not necessary to drink all the time protein shakes. And for me, it's the most important thing is that we talk about nutrition, what kind of food we can eat. And then sometimes I also advise to take some supplements. For example, a vitamin D. If I have a blood test, if I have the result that there is a lack of vitamin D, then I would advise to take, for example, drops or pills. And if you can't go outside. So it is very different. It's for me a very different way to handle with supplements. But it's not a good way that we only drink protein shakes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's like we are laughing, smiling here, and I don't want to like say this is everything like negative, or because many people they have different reasons, yes, to do
For
this. Maybe
example, I'm taking every day some supplements. I eat very healthy, but I do a lot of sports, and I can't eat such amount. It's too much for me, and I do regular blood tests, and then I see, okay, for this or those vitamins or minerals, I have to eat or take more. Then I'm taking supplements, and also omega-3 fat acids. It's very important for our body, but I don't want to eat every day fish.
poor
So,
fish.
and in my work, I just have a look first what people are eating, and how is the lifestyle. And if they have a lot of stress, they have to learn how they can reduce the stress level. But you have to know, if your stress level is so high, you need more minerals.
Yeah.
So maybe in this period at the beginning, it would be good to take some supplements. But the basic thing is always for me to have a good nutrition. But some people are far away from that.
Is there any advice from you what actually to take before the training? It also depends what training we
Yeah,
do.
it depends
And after,
on the content of a training. But if you do, for example, 20 or 30 minutes running in the morning, then I always advise to eat nothing. Or if you do some
okay.
stretching exercises or do a yoga class, then it would be good to eat nothing before. But if it is in the evening and the last lunchtime or the last time where we eat was in the morning, then it would be good to eat before, but not 10 minutes before the class or 2 hours before, for example.
What about water and all these drinks that give us energy? When shall we drink this stuff?
Yeah. One thing is, this is my there I'm not good in drinking water because I'm talking all the time and
Sure,
working out and have next plan
you do.
and then oh my God, how much did I drink? So I always have to say to myself, Karin, drink, drink, drink water, not alcohol.
Uh,
Um, and this is very important to drink water, and a lot of people drink energy drinks or iced tea, and this is something that is full of sugar, and this is one thing that we should reduce water. And if you drink sometime an energy drink, okay, but a lot of people drink it regularly every day. They start in the morning, instead of drinking a cup of coffee, they drink energy drinks.
yeah, this
So
is what I see even on the public transportation.
yeah,
Teenagers with Red Bull.
Red Bull, and sometimes in combination with a cigarette.
Seriously.
So
I don't want to get stuck in their body.
yeah, and a lot of clients are really addicted to those drinks, energy drinks and iced tea, this cola. They are really addicted. It's like a drug, and this is very important for me to help those people to get rid of that. That they really reduce step by step the amount of energy drinks.
Maybe you should invite them to fasting events. I know that you have organized fasting events and
Yeah.
workshops and coachings. And to be honest with you, I never went through the process like that. So for me and for people who never did fasting, could you explain how does it work, what it is? Can anybody go through this process? When is the best time? And can we actually use now fasting before summer to
Get in
get more,
shape.
yeah, get in shape?
Yeah. You have to know that there are different kind of fasting methods. That what I did with my group on the fasting retreats was in German it is called Buchinger method. This is where you drink for 5 or 7 days only water, tea, and in the evening you get served vegetable soup, and for lunchtime it's only juice with water. So the amount of calories is very low, and this is my method that I did with my group. But there are a lot of other things that you can do on fasting retreats. There are some things, for example, the 16-8 method, where we only are fasting for 16 hours per day, and between 8 hours you can eat. But the first fasting method where you only drink water and tea and a cup of juice is for me the best way to reset my body and also reset my mind. And I personally do it once or twice a year for 1 week. And this is a really good method to reset your body, your mind. And then the most difficult thing is the time after the retreat.
Mhm.
To eat 1 week nothing, it's easy.
Oh,
The,
really?
yeah, really, believe me. And I did some workshops with a lot of people, and they will agree. To eat
Mhm.
1 week nothing, you also have to know that I'm with the people. They have the coaching sessions with me. We are in a hotel where we are surrounded by people who have the same goal. So it's very easy to go through this week. But the challenge is the time after, because then we go back to normal life. And so,
Here we are
yeah,
again.
yes. And I personally prefer, when I come back from such a retreat, I prefer to go through the 6 and 8 method, where I only eat between 8 hours and try to have 16 hours of fasting. And what I personally prefer, and I also teach in my workshops, that you should do exercises. It's not good to just to have treatments on your body and don't eat nothing. You also have to work out. You have to do exercises for your muscles. You have to do exercises for your heart, like walking, running, or I'd like to go with my bike cycling, because then you have a good effort on your body. I'm so fit when I do such a retreat, and my energy level is so high. And this is a phenomenon that I really like. And with
And when is the best time to go through this process? The
yeah,
time of the year?
yeah, I prefer, for example, spring or autumn. If it is too hot, it can be too stressful for the body, and if it is too cold, it also can be too stressful. So, but a lot of people prefer to do it in winter. For me, it doesn't work because I don't like the cold. So for me, spring or autumn is the best time for that.
So it means you would not advise anybody to go into fasting 1 week exercise before summer because
You
it
can
will get
you can do if it is not too hot,
okay.
because it can be dangerous for your body. If you know how it feels on your body to when you eat 1 week nothing, if you're experienced in fasting, then you know how your body is reacting. But if you're a newcomer, if you are a beginner, I would advise to do it in this time, because
Mhm.
if it is too hot, it can be very stressful for the body.
Okay.
And what is the next thing that is important? If you decide to do such a fasting retreat, you have to prepare your body.
Okay.
So it's not good to wake up, for example, tomorrow, and then I say to myself, okay, for the next 7 days, I start fasting. So we have to prepare our body to a fasting week. So this is very important, because you have to think, when we will start tomorrow to eat for the next 7 or 8 days nothing, we go from 100% to 0. And it's easier to reduce it step by step, reduce the amount of calories, try to be focused on the time that will follow, try to calm, try to put the focus on your sleep, and then it would be easier for you to go through that.
Good advice. So everything is about regularity, about preparation, about thinking, even, okay, what am I going to do in the evening or in the morning? When do I start fasting? So we prepare our body for everything we do.
Yes, yes.
I got a question from somebody who hates to go to fitness and says, oh my God, this is so boring. Is there any thing you could advise?
The
Say,
boring thing in the gym as a
yeah, like workout in the gym,
indoor. Yeah.
indoor. Yes.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I have some things that I can tell. Maybe it can be motivate if you have a good music. Music is something that I prefer. If if I do some workouts that I don't like, yeah, I have a good music.
You have good
And
music.
and also, the thing is, when you think working out in gym is boring, then try to join group fitness. You remember we in the
Yes.
beginning,
Oh my God.
energy. We had a lot of fun. We were sweating together.
Yes.
So maybe,
Shouting,
yeah,
screaming.
maybe this can be a good thing for people who have who struggle with the boring time in the gym. Or another thing is, I can remember when I was a cyclist, when I did a lot of competitions, and if the weather was bad, I had to do my workout, my training indoor. And it's, believe me, it can be very boring to do 3 or 4 hours cycling indoors. And then I started to combine, for example, cross trainer. First hour, it was I was training on a high level, cross trainer, and then combination with treadmill, cycling, and also good music. And then sometimes I ask a partner that we do the workout together. When the level, the fitness level is equal, then you also can do the workout together. And this is also a good method to motivate each other.
Mhm. I like it. And actually, now I'm thinking of people, there are like so different people. We see those who are killing themselves with
Yeah.
sports, like gym, everything, every day. They are like dying. And then there are like this, and we spoke about it, yes, like
Yeah.
broken almost bodies. And people who are couch potatoes, they do hardly anything. Like I'm asking myself, why are we so different? Is there any reason for it, and how we can change it? I mean, things should stay in balance, huh?
Yeah, this is a very good question, and I think it's the reason why people are acting in this or that way is very individual. But one thing is, I can speak from myself because I also know or I experienced it. If you're addicted to sports, if you think you have to do that, you have to do more, you have to exercise 1 hour more, because only then you can reach your goals. And if only sport is the only thing where you feel good, where you're how can I explain it, this is only one area, one
Yeah.
where you are yourself, where you then it's dangerous. And I know what I'm talking about, because for me it was the same. And I did a lot of competitions in the past, and you're on one way, you're focused, and if you don't have fun, if the fun goes away, and you will live very isolated, you don't meet your friends and so on, you only have your sport, your sport, your sport, then it's dangerous. And there it's very important to ask yourself why you are doing that, and what would happen if you don't do for the next 3 or 4 days no sports. What will happen to you? And I remember when I was a personal trainer in our gym, I had a client, and I and she was addicted. She is addicted, and I said to her, for the next 3 days, I don't want to see you there. Please go home and relax and think about other things. You're such a pretty woman. Just go out, meet friends. You won't gain weight, 2 kilos, when you don't work out for 3 days. So this is very important to reduce. This is stress.
Okay.
They should learn to listen more to the body and have fun. It's important if you want to achieve something. Yes, you should be focused, but you also can be focused and have fun. And if you will live very isolated, if you can't go out, if you can't enjoy other things, if you can't enjoy a good dinner, then it's very dangerous. And on the other side, we have the lazy people, the couch potatoes, and this is when I have some people in my studio, in my consulting sessions, I always ask how they grew up, how are the parents, are they active or not active, because very often children copy the lifestyle of the parents. And so this is a question of education, and there it is a long process that they change the way of lifestyle, but people are different. But one thing is, we can change. Nothing is fixed. We can change everything. This is my message that I want to give to the people outside.
I like it a lot. And all of this makes a lot of sense to me. And I like the questions you ask, and we should ask ourselves on a regular base. One of the last questions I would have is, expectation of life is increasing, and I see that more and more people have problems with joints, and they can hardly bike or they cannot run. What is your advice in order to do sports? And these people, they love sports, but they struggle to do sports as long as they want. Is there an advice you could share?
Yeah. Before our interview, I had a appointment with my oldest client. She's 93 years old.
Oh, beautiful. Oh.
Yeah. And this is people always are asking me what you will do with such a person, because she has a lot of problems with the back, and you can move your body in every position. We are doing a lot of exercises on the chair, or she's cycling. She has some pedals, and she's cycling every day. And we do some exercises, coordination exercises, and Also, we do some exercises where I help her to get out of the chair and she walks in her apartment. So we can do in every position. If you're lying in your bed, sitting on a chair, we can do every in every position we can move our body. Look at me, I can move my shoulders now. Yeah. And the other thing is that we should accept that maybe some kind of sports are not possible anymore.
Mm,
So, but there are a lot of things that we can do. Think you know the ligament, the theraband, the ligament.
yes.
You can do a lot of exercises on the chair. So there are a lot of things that you can do. And the other thing is that we also do regular medical checks. So that we have a look, is everything okay? What we can do, what we can substitute, or also what we can optimize with the nutrition. If you're overweight, then you should reduce your weight, because it's also not good for the body, for your joints. So there are a lot of things that we can do, and it's very interesting. This client, she's so fit in her mind.
Exactly. Exactly. So I think here we come again to the topic, like, listen to your body, ask yourself questions. Is it good for me? Do I feel good? Do I have fun? If not, stop it. Also prepare yourself.
Yeah, and one thing is, just do it. Just do it now. Don't say next week, in the next half year. Now, don't be afraid. Just do it. Just do it. This is something that I really learned. And if you think that you can't do that, try it. The limit is only your mind. This is so important to know.
Everything is possible with you, Karin. You even brought me out of my comfort zone with this interview. It was like 5 minutes before, oh, I'm here. I mean, this is you. This is Karin Pauer, yes. But guys, I wish that we are all like that.
Oh, now the connection is not so good.
Okay, let's give it a second. Your connection is not so good. She's smiling.
Yeah.
Okay, you're smiling. You're always smiling. Good music. Yeah, I wish we all were like that, you know, in this power, in this energy and feet. And I really hope that this interview with you, Karin, is opening the eyes, is bringing some new energy, and changes the mind of many of us, and brings the bodies to move each day a little bit, a little bit. This is my hope.
Yeah. The most important thing is that you do the first step. It doesn't matter how big the step is, just that you step and do the step in the right direction. It's not important how big, just the direction, and start now.
Thank you, Karin. It was a pleasure having you. Namaste. I hope we meet again. You know, I hope to see you in Prater running.
But it can happen that you will see me running like this.
Oh yeah, my biggest wish. And I will link your website, your beautiful website, and workshops, events to this interview, and also the interview from the newspaper. It's in German, but whoever reads German can go through it. It's additional hint, yes.
Yeah.
Karin and everybody, I wish you a wonderful, fit day, full of energy,
Yes.
and fun, and we rock it, and we live really well. We have one life, huh?
Yes.
If we are not thinking of our past and previous lives and future lives.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you, Karin. Thank you, guys.
Have a lovely
Bye.
day and see you. Bye bye.
See you. Thank you. Bye bye.